Have you ever noticed that men that are struggling with porn addiction are some of the most pessimistic, ungrateful people in the world? I've had a chance to speak with thousands of men that are struggling with pornography addiction over the last 5 years. And every single one of these men sees the world through an ungrateful lens. It doesn't matter these men's circumstances, whether they're living here in the States, making a multi 6-figure, 7-figure income, or they're living in a third world country. These men that reach out feel a victim to pornography. They see themselves as the victim to the world around them, not realizing that we're all living in the greatest time in human history. Recently we just wrapped up working with a very high-level individual, arguably a top 10 infielder in professional baseball based upon his statistics and awards that he was up for last season. Now, I'm going to keep this individual's name confidential due to his request. But this was a person that, from the outside, had the world in his fingertips. Middle-aged 20 man, not even 30 years old, multiple millionaire, multi-millionaire, a star, a celebrity, known across the country, across the globe as an amazing athlete. You would think that this person would have nothing to be ungrateful for. You would think that this person wouldn't have a worry in his life. And when he first reached out to me 6 months ago, I was in fact too taken back. Yes, we've had some successful people. We've worked with some professional athletes, but this individual was one that really shook me. How could he be stuck? How would he not know how to break through? What would he have to escape from? And I remember it was about midway through the program working with him. We had him set up on regular one-to-one weekly private coaching calls, once again, due to the nature of who he was. But there was a particular call, and we just spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when he finished up working with the coaching program. There was a call where he got really emotional, started to break down. He said, "Frank, I think I had a breakthrough this week that will change my life forever. I think I had a breakthrough that I know is going to lead me to the freedom that I came to you to get." And he got really emotional. He said it was in that day, that morning, when he woke up, he paused for a moment. And there was a sense of gratitude. There was a sense of gratefulness, of joy, of peace, of fulfillment that cast across his entire body. Now, we have in our daily 5, so we've shared this on the episodes before. It's a part of our foundational program. We have what we call our daily 5 habits. Not hit snooze, 30-minute walk, read 10 pages, daily reflection journaling, and a morning gratitude practice. So from the minute that guys come into our coaching program, we have a exercise designed to help them find gratitude, designed to help them be grateful for all the little things in their life. And I can tell the ones that take it seriously, and I can tell the ones that perhaps just check a box. But this student, this client, this individual, at this point about midway through the program, that assignment really started to resonate with them. And we circled back at the end of the program and said, "Hey, what was the turning point for you?" And he said it was when he realized that he had so much in his life to be grateful for. And it was interesting because that same week I had another conversation with a client. He told me his breakthrough was realizing that gratitude was the antidote to his pornography addiction. You see, when we're stuck, when we're struggling, when we're caught up in this addictive behavior, it's hard to recognize and see the things to be grateful for. But when we begin to live this out through intentionality, through daily practice, we see that if we're living in 2025, if we're listening to the Rebuilt Man podcast right now, if we're watching this on YouTube, we have access to some of the greatest opportunities in human history. There's nothing that we should need to escape from in our life today. Gratitude is the antidote to your pornography addiction. You see, what you have to realize is when you run to seek pornography, you are escaping your current reality. And a man that lives in gratitude, a man that practices gratitude on a daily basis, doesn't need to escape from his reality. So if we could have just in the moment, when we feel triggered, tempted, the urge is rising up, if we could pause, what do I have to be grateful for right now in this moment? Now, waiting till the triggers occur is too much of a defensive strategy. What if every morning when your eyes opened up, you paused for a moment before you grabbed your cell phone, before you started scrolling social media, before you checked the calendar, the to-do list for the day, before you jumped in the cold plunge, before you did all the things, before you watched your pornography? What if you took a couple minutes every morning and just pause and reflected and ask yourself, what do I have to be grateful for today? I have another opportunity to become the man that God has called me to be. That would be the first one. There's breath in your lungs. You've been given a chance. You've been given a day. You've been giving another opportunity. Why do you want to waste that? But what else? The sound of your kids downstairs, the look of your wife laying next to you in bed, the chance to go out and tackle the day, the studies sitting in front of you, the business struggles that you're presented with and you're trying to work through. See, sometimes we think these things are the end of us, the demise of us. In reality, they're all just opportunities for us to grow, for us to evolve, for us to become a little bit better in our potential. Gratitude is the antidote to your pornography addiction. A man that sees the world through a perspective of gratefulness does not struggle with pornography. A man that lives his life through an optimistic gratitude lens does not need to escape from the life that he's built for himself. You see, gratitude is the antidote to your pornography addiction. So the takeaway here is no matter where you are in your journey right now, you could be 6 months clean, you could be on day 6, you could be, I'm starting today. When you wake up tomorrow morning, pause, reflect, grab your journal. 3 things to be grateful for. How do they make you feel? What does being grateful for that thing do for you? How does it make you feel? What are the feelings and emotions that rise up inside of you? And the second question to ask yourself is, why is that important? Why is being grateful for that thing that you just recognized that made you feel that type of way important to you and important to your freedom? You see, a lot of people will say, I have a gratitude practice, and they just cycle off the same things every day. But how does it make you feel? And why is it important to you? Guys, gratitude is the antidote to your pornography addiction. I can guarantee if every day for the next 3 to 6 months, you spent 5 to 10 minutes in a gratitude reflection every single morning without fail, by the end of that 6 months, your pornography addiction would be gone. Are you willing to change the way you see the world? Guys, this is Coach Frank of the Rebuild Man. We have a free community. It's on School, skool.com/Rebuild Man. It's the #1 community in the world for men all across the globe that are looking to conquer their pornography addiction. In today's episode, if the podcast, if the content resonates with you and you are not yet with us inside of the school community, click the link down there below or visit school.com, skool.com/The Rebuild Man. We'd love to have you in us. We'd love to see you step into the life that you know you were called to live. God bless you guys. Gratitude is the antidote to your pornography addiction. We'll see you on the other side.